Hey guys, how you doing this
Hi.
morning?
My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea, yeah. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Please watch us on Bonnie TV. Hey.
Oh my goodness, Kelly, thank you for doing that. I just got goosebumps. Thank you so much. Oh my
Yes.
God, the Queen
Yes.
of Soul, and I get a personal serenade. Okay, we could just wrap it up now. Thanks so much for your
Oh
time.
my
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the
God!
truth.
No, we have to
And
talk about American Soul. We have
no, of
to.
course. Listen, of course we did. Listen, I'm coming to you from Canada, from Toronto, you guys.
Hi,
And listen,
Bonnie.
as a young girl, I totally remember sitting in front of my TV and watching Soul Train. Because why? Mainly because I was such a bad dancer, and so it made me feel better about myself watching these people dance. But truly, what an amazing, amazing show! And I want to start with you, Sinqua, because to take on a role to play Don Cornelius,
Right.
not too much pressure there, huh?
Immensely, and I think the biggest thing that you have to do, telling the truth,
Yeah.
it's a lot of pressure because you want to make sure that you humble yourself enough to honor this man's story and legacy, and also respect the family that he has left behind. And I took it as not just pressure but a responsibility. And in every interview, I always say thank you to Tony Cornelius for sitting down with me and being open with me, texting me on set a lot of times, just when I would ask him a question and I'd say, TC, is this authentic? TC, is this real? And we would continue a dialogue to make sure that I honored that. And I didn't necessarily look at it as pressure, like we said, but definitely a responsibility, and an immense responsibility that I carried with appreciation each and every day that I walked into to set.
Yeah, and not really just a role. I mean, you kind of embody him. Like, I can't imagine you leaving the set every day after rapping and taking away the character. You probably lived this, I would think, while you were making this.
I
Because why? Why are you laughing? Tell Bonnie why you're laughing. Bonnie, he's going to tell you why he's laughing.
Okay, I want to know.
I'll let Kelly. Kelly tells it in such a great way. She's a storyteller. I'll let her
Okay,
take
Kelly.
it.
Because
Kelly, let's hear it. You
no,
had to live with this guy. Come on.
no, and but what you said is absolutely true. I never watched Sinqua act. I watched him become Don Cornelius. I really, really paid attention to him. I'm a student, forever a student, not because I'm a slow learner, but there's always something more that you can learn. And so coming in as this being my first series, this is not his first series, but this is my first series, and he's our Don. So I paid close attention to him, and he never acted. He became Don. I had the privilege of being on set for a very impactful scene, which you'll see throughout the season. We address everything. We do address how Don left us. We address suicide. And I was on set with him the day when he was preparing for that huge moment. And we didn't speak, but I watched him because I knew he was in a place that he needed to take himself to. And to be able to take yourself to, can you imagine to have to take yourself to that place over and over and over and over and over again, and then find a way to come back to being who you are? But I have to say that I watched Sinqua be Don for about 5 months. And there were some times when we got together on the weekends, not a lot, and we would just hang out because we filmed in Atlanta and I lived there. And it was just to kind of have like a sanity break.
Absolutely.
But he,
I mean that I always say
he's amazing.
I'm so thank you. I'm so grateful for those words because a lot of times I would feel a responsibility to my family as my castmates. We become such close family
we have.
to where
Yes.
like Kelly would say, "How are you doing?" And my first thought would be of a Don thought.
Right.
And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm good." And it would take me a moment to
Yes.
kind of always acquiesce back into
Yeah.
our community of things because I would always have his thoughts on my mind.
Yes. He had the most
consistently.
responsibility. 4.5 months of filming, and he may have had 5 days off in that time. He worked really, really hard. And we did. We became family, so it was important to me to know that he was okay, and vice versa. He would check on me the same way. But this story is amazing. You get a chance. There was no social media, internet. I keep telling people that in the 70s, so you didn't get a chance to delve into celebrities' life. There was still a mystique that was intact, and all you knew was what you saw, what they presented. So we are, when I love what you say this, deconstructing the show host and constructing the man for the world to meet,
Right,
and everything that it took to put that all together. And it's not all pretty, but we got permission to tell the raw truth, and I do appreciate that from the Cornelius family. They gave us permission to tell the truth.
It's such
Yeah,
such
absolutely. I listen. I can't wait to dive more into this and get to know the man a little bit. Because if, you're right, we watched this as as we were watching this show growing up or whatever.
Yes.
We saw what was in front of the camera. You don't ever get to see what's behind the
Not at
camera.
all.
So how exhilarating for you guys to be able to bring us this story. I can't even imagine.
Yes, absolutely. Bring back our Bonnie to us. We got to do this again.
And let's just talk about the cast too, because it's an amazing cast. And you Kelly, you play a mom. The kids that are your kids, so talented, unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah, I am. I am Brienne Clark, and I am the matriarch of the Clark family. Through my storyline, through my family, through my household, you get an opportunity to see the life of a Black family, Black culture, and how it was affected, again, during those times, the height of the Civil Rights Movement, Vietnam War. My husband is away at war. So I'm essentially left at home, pretty much a single mom while he's off at Vietnam, raising these teenage children, trying to hold it together. I'm back in school. I'm active in church. I'm working a job, and I'm trying to keep my kids together. They have their dreams, and I have my opinion about those dreams, but I also have some things that I need to deal with within myself. So you will see a woman find her voice through Brienne Clark, which is so. We keep saying that it was then, but it's now. You've got civil unrest, that was then, but there's a level of that now. Yeah. You have women trying to find their voice then, but you have Me Too happening right now. So I love the parallels. It's throwback, but it's today and it's relevant. So we've been calling it edutainment because it's definitely entertaining, but we have the opportunity to actually educate this generation, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
I think, like she was saying,
and I was excited to see that one of my favorite directors, Robert Townsend, directed a couple of episodes. What a great guy to work with, I would suspect. He
did. He was. He gave us the duck voice a few times.
He gave us the duck voice a few times, and he always directed from an actor's point of view, which I thought was so great, because we had a lot of directors come in who gave us such a great stylized approach, and he allowed us to have the ethos and really find our characters in the time that we spent with him.
Yes.
And to have someone who understands how to communicate with you from an actor's point of view to enter into a scene was invaluable.
Yes.
Shout out to Robert for everything that he gave us and all the notes
all of the directors. I think you'll get to see through the lens of, we shot in blocks, so in those episodes you'll get to see through the lens of 4 very different directors, but all equally gifted, and who gave us an opportunity and heightened something in each one of us, I think.
Absolutely.
So this was my first time.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. Listen, I got to wrap up. Unfortunately, I could talk to you forever about this, but congratulations. I know that we're all really looking forward to this show. It starts very soon next weekend. Honestly, best of luck to the two of you. And hey, come visit us in Toronto sometimes. I know it's snowy here, but just come visit.
I would love to.
Anytime.
Have us.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, thanks so much. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.